Good morning to all. I am Dr. Arumugam, Assistant Professor, School of Politics and Public Administration. My dear students, we had a discussion about previous lecture. Now we have to discuss about BPAS 21, Administrative Thinkers. In public administration, so many administrative thinkers are available. So many thinkers' views are contributing to the society in public administration. Let us discuss Woodrow Wilson. He is former president of America and political scientist. Significance of study of administration is a senior role. According to Woodrow Wilson, significance of study of administration is a science. Politics, administration, and economy. An important pillar of administration has been a belief in the separateness of public administration from politics. Indeed, public administration as a self-conscious discipline was born under the belief in what is called politic administration economy. Policy administration economy, once again I repeat you, an important pillar of administration has been as a belief in the separate of public administration from politics. Indeed, public administration, a self-conscious discipline, was born under the belief in what is called public economy. Woodrow Wilson has been acclaimed as a founder of the discipline of public administration, and he believed in the separateness of public administration from politics and therefore argued for its separate study. Public administration is a government in action. These views are related to Woodrow Wilson. Max Weber. Let us discuss about Max Weber, German socialist and political scientist. Weber advocates from the authority. Authority is divided in three segments: traditional authority, charismatic authority, legal authority. Legal, rational bureaucracy, Protestant ethic. So according to Weber, Weber give more importance for the authority and bureaucracy. Karl Marx, German revolutionary philosopher and political economist. Bureaucracy is an exploitative class instrument. According to Karl Marx advocate, bureaucracy is an exploitative class instrument. Materialistic interpretation of history, alienation of bureaucracy. These three major concepts related to Karl Marx. Henry Fayol, French administrative theories. Henry Fayol principles, normally called 14-point principles. In every organization or institution or establishment, anything, they must follow the 14 points of principles. Henry Fayol's 14 points of principles. Without Henry Fayol 14 point principles, organization cannot survive, organization cannot run, organization cannot reach the goal. So 14 points we discuss about the 14 points principle. Number one, division of work. According to Henry Fayol, in organization or establishment or institutions, in each division having work. So division of work is very important for the institution. Number two, authority and responsibility. According to the Henry Fayol, the organization should give the authority to the employees, authority to the workers, authority to hierarchy basis. When giving the authority, the person compulsory, the person is responsible. When giving authority, he must responsibility to the institution or establishment. Third one, discipline. Discipline is very important in each and every organization. Have compulsory should follow discipline. Discipline is regulate the employees. The regulation, the quality of the discipline is regulate the employees. So discipline is very important. Unity of command. The command There are so many officers, so many divisions, so many heads available in organization. So we should unity of the command. The command should be share the properly. The command should be properly give to the subordinates or officers. This is called unity of command. Unity of direction. Both are almost same, no, because the unity of the direction is very important. But direction in each and every organization having direction is the major role, because employees or staffs are depending the direction. What is the work, where is the work, how to do this work, how to fulfill this work, what is the time limit for this work. So these things are big question in the employees servants. So the unity of direction is very important. The proper direction of the proper direction is helpful to the employees for work properly to reach the goal. And then subordinate of individual interest of to general interest. Subordinate general interest is very important to the organization, as well as individual interest is very important. When giving importance to the individual interest, this interest will become it convert to the general interest. So general interest is very important to the organization. And then remuneration of the person. So the remuneration is very important. The wages are very important. The time, working time is very important. Without remuneration, we can't employees work. So employees having basic needs. So the remuneration should perform, should fulfill, should attain their basic needs. So remuneration is very important concept. And the centralization, the work the work has been decentralized in organization. So this segment, various segment, now so many parts of the work we have to centralized. So centralized is the very important. Centralized making common rules. Centralization is a common goal. Centralization is a common things. So centralization very important. Scale of chain hierarchy. We have so many ladder, A1, A2, A3, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, no? So hierarchy is very important. Each chain system, each hierarchy, each section allocating separate work. Each section have separate work. So that section employees will work properly to do work at the fixing time. And then order is very important. Equality, stability of the tenure of the personnel, incentive very important. When employees working in institution, the institution encouraging, it is a more type of most motivational, it is a type of motivational aspirity DIRCAPs. This is the 14-point principles Henry Fayol are advocated for the institutions. F.W. Taylor, he is an engineer, inventor, and consultant. According to F.W. Taylor, principles of scientific management. My dear student, if the identification, the benchmark of scientific management, it goes to F.W. Taylor. The principles of scientific management, Department of True Science of Work, number 1. Scientific selection and training of the worker. Equal division of work between management and workers. Cooperation between management and workers. This is the 4 things. These are 4 items. This is the 4 things are principles of scientific management. Functional foremanship. Taylor advocated the concept of the functional foremanship, under which work is supervised and guided by 8 functional foremen. Example, specified supervisor. So these are the concept of F.W. Taylor. Elton Mavo, Australian social psychologist. According to Elton Mavo, human relation approach to organization. Human relations. Elton Mavo advocates the human relations approach to organization. He had an experiment, Hawthorne experiment, the Great Elimination 1924 to 27, the period. Human attitude and sentiment 1928-31. Social organization 1931 to 32. Absenteeism in the industries. These are the four elements of the Hawthorne experiment. Role of informal organization and group in affecting the behavior of individual at work. Role of informal organization and group in affecting the behavior of individuals. So, scientific management approaches, human relation approach to organization advocated by the Elton Mayo. Let's us with Herbert S. Simon, H.A. Simon, American psychologist and motivational theory. So administration is a decision making. So decision making is a golden rule. It is a terminology. Without decision making, planning we cannot execute it. Our planning, we are executing our plan. Decision making is very important because we have so many stages in planning now. Short term planning, it may be short term planning or medium term planning or long term planning. Any type of planning, the decision making is very important as well as decision important for administration. Decisions are made at all level of the organization. This is very, very important. Decisions are made at all levels of organizations. We have also decisions we have divided in three segments now. He divided in the decision making process into three phases. Herbert A. Simon divided the decision making process into three phases. Number one, intelligence. Number two, activity. Number three, choice. IAC. Number one, intelligence, activity, choice, and choice activity. Intelligence activity and choice activity. Intelligence activity and choice activity. No? And then bounded relationship. And then bounded relationship. Zone of acceptance. Zone of acceptance. These are the Simon's concept. So we never forgot the concept of Simon. The decision making is important role in administration. No? Let us discuss about C.I. Bernard, American executive and management thinker, Chester I. Bernard. So, according to C.I. Bernard, formal and informal organization, he has classified in two type of organization. One is formal and another is non-formal. These are the two organization types. Acceptance theory of authority. One more thing has added in his views. Acceptance theory of authority. Bernard's view on authority known as acceptance theory of authority. Bernard views on authority known as acceptance theory of authority. We also revolutionary and is related to leadership theory, zone of indifference. And then functions of the executive. What are the functions? According to Bernard, summarized the functions of the executives as follows. According to Bernard, what has listed and what has finalized the functions of an executive. Number one, establishing and maintaining a system of communication. Establishing and maintaining a system of communication. And then securing essential service from the other members. Number two. Number three, formulating organizational purpose and objectives. Formulating organizational purpose and objectives. Number four, to manage people and make sure they do their job. These are the major functions of the executive. So, C.I. Bernard advocated formal and informal organization, acceptance of the theory of authority, functions of the executive. These are the major issues of the Bernard. Let us discuss about M.P. Follett. M.P. Follett, American political scientist, social worker, and management consultant. According to Follett, constructive conflict. So the conflict word using the concept of Follett, constructive conflict. What is meant by constructive conflict? Don't ask who is right in a conflict. Don't ask who is right in a conflict. The proper response is to assume that both sides are right, but to the different positions. Interact both positions into a new and different answer that satisfies what each side considered right. The end result is not victory or even compromise, but integration of interest. This is very important. my dear students, if take constructive complete, they look at this word, the end result is not a victory or even compromise, but integration of interest. This is the very important. Then let us to discuss point number 2. We discuss about the constructive conflict. Now we will discuss about the integration. Integration creates something new. Integration creates something new. Difference itself is not a pathological. Leads to permanent solutions. This is very important. Leads to permanent solutions. Interactions, integration creates something new. Difference itself is not a pathological. Leads to a permanent solution. And then go for depersonalizing orders. Depersonalizing orders. Disadvantages of arbitrary commands. Breaks of innovative. Discourages of self-reliance. Lower self-respect. Ways to give orders. Dispersonalize. Law of the situation. Replace orders by teaching the techniques of their job. Give reason with the orders. All employees should know the purpose of the film. This is very important. All employees should know the purpose of the film. This is the views of the folder. Now, this is the major concept of Abraham Lincoln. Abraham also is he advocated for needs, demands of human beings. He listed out 5 categories of Abraham Maslow needs. Now, basically, we took the first psychological needs. It is called basic needs. It is called breathing, food, water, sex, sleeping, etc. These are the essential needs for the human beings. When the world, every human being in the world, every human being having the basic needs. So everyone try to fill, try to get the basic philosophical needs. Once the philosophical basic needs survival, acquiring the human being, he go for secondary thing. It is called safety. Once survival, one attaining the psychological needs, the human being, the person, the public goes for safety, security of body, his personal body, of employment, of resources, of morality, of family, of healthy, of property. Normally, we expecting I need only for basic needs. By completing our basic needs, we searching, we are going for safety needs. Safety needs were their personal needs, safety and security. Once attaining our one's personal safety and security needs, he goes for his family members, his relatives, for others. This is the safety needs. We discussed basic needs, first philosophical needs, and then second safety needs. Third one, love and belonging. Love and belonging in friendship, family, sexual intimacy. This is the for love belonging needs. No, when acquired the love belonging needs, go for esteem needs. Esteem needs like that self-esteem, confidence, achievements, respect of others, respected others. So every human being expecting the respective by the society, from the society. Perspective is very important. Perspective, for example, he may be a politician, he may be a teacher, he may be an engineer, he may be a businessman, he may be an entrepreneur development. So he is a politician, like this, anyhow. So they need only respect from the he respected by the society. This is the fourth need. And last one, self-actualization. Self-actualization is the fifth need of human beings according to the Abraham Maslow. Morality, creativity, spontaneity, problem solving, lack of prejudice, acceptance of facts. This is the major concept of this self-actualization. This is the 5 components, 5 principles of Abraham Maslow of human beings in to they are tried to perform these above said 5 needs. Frederick Herzberg, American psychologist and management consultant. Herzberg conducted studies using critical incidents method and developed theories of motivation, hygiene, and job enrichment. Herzberg found his studies duality of studies and called them dissatisfiers and satisfiers. This is the main important point. Dissatisfies and satisfies. Herbert found his studies duality to attitude to call them dissatisfies and satisfies. The dissatisfiers are called hygiene factors and satisfiers motivational factors. My dear students, note down please, the dissatisfiers are called hygiene factors and satisfiers motivational factors. Herbert, in his two-factor theory, identified job satisfaction, job dissatisfaction, and considered them a totally different set of factors. The implications being an employee is either dissatisfied or not satisfied with hygiene factors and is either satisfied or not satisfied with the motivational factor. So Herbert, in his two-factor theory, identified job satisfaction or job dissatisfaction. This is the major concept of the Herbert. D.M.C. Granger, American social psychologist and management consultant. He advocated X theory and Y theory. He advocated X theory. What is expressed the X theory? Theory X comes from the assumption that people are naturally lazy. My dear student, note this point. According to theory X, what emphasizes theory X conforms from the assumption that people are naturally lazy. All human beings are naturally lazy, want to avoid work as much as possible. Want avoid work as much as possible, do not wish to take responsibility, have no ambition, and prefer to be supervised and prefer to without supervised without supervisor without supervision. The human beings are naturally lazy. So people want to avoid work, they must be continuously covered and controlled. Therefore, the system of rewards and punishments works best for them. According to his MC McGregor, X theory emphasizing human beings are naturally lazy, so they should supervise when they should give system of work, system of rewards, system of punishments for the best of work. This type of this is advocated X theory. Y theory. Theory Y assumes that the people are inherently happy to work. They want to accept themselves and they are motivated to pursue objectives. People are prepared to take responsibility for everything they do. People want to use their creativity and they like to take creative problem solving approach. People can focus on the objectives they pursue through self direction and self control. So what he learned this concept, human beings naturally lazy, so we have to supervise. So through proper supervised system, rewards and punishments work best for the human beings, as well as self-direction and self-control is very important for human beings. Likert or Rennis Likert, American organizational psychologist and educator. He advocated supervisory styles. Licker classified supervisors in two categories as a job centered and employee centered, job centered and employee centered. So Likert classified supervisors in two types, job centered and employee centered. The primary concern of the first category of supervisor is to ensure performance of assignment tasks and maintenance of prescribed standards. My dear students, once again note this point. The primary concern of the first category of supervisors is to ensure performance of the assigned tasks and maintenance of the prescribed standards. In the second category are primarily concerned with the human aspects of their subordinates and effective the team building for high top performance. In the second category are primarily concerned with the human aspects of their subordinates and effective the team building for high tech performance. Look at this picture now. Linking this model, you understand this supervisors style. This no one no. Charis agrees. American behavioral theorists and management writers. He advocated maturity in maturity theory, T-group techniques, single loop and double loop learning, organizational learning. Agrees, advocates the maturity in maturity. Maturity is very important for human being. In every area, employees should get maturity. When getting the maturity, he can understand the concept, understand the work, and understanding the psychological behavior, conscious mind, like this now. So maturity, immaturity, T group technique, single loop and double loop learning, organization learning are the concepts are agrees. And the F.W. Ridges. Ridges, political scientist and administrative model behavior. He classified in three types. Fused. Fused refers particularism, aspirative values, functionality fuse. Fuse recommendation. Fuse recommends particularism, aspirative values, functional issues. Primestics, selectivism, attainment, policy functionalism. Primestic refers selectivism, attainment, policy functionalism. Differentiated, universalism, affirmation, achievements, functional specific. Differentiated and universalism, achievement, and these things are available research now. Peter R. Drucker, American management thinker, professional consultants. Management by objectives, MBO. This is the major part of public administration. Management by objectives. And restructuring government or new public management. Knowledge society and knowledge workers. These philosophy things related to the Peter Drucker. And then Gaudelya, advisor to King Chandragupta Maurya and anti-Indian philosopher. He wrote Arthashastra. He explained all these things. Saptaganga, theory of elements of the state, the components of the state, policies, rules and regulations, advisory, all related to Arthashastra. He wrote by Gaudelya. And then Thiruvalluvar quote, the great poet of Indian ancient political philosopher. It's quite Tamil poet. It contains 1303 couplets, and each of them 133 chapters now. Thiruvalluvar patriots an idea polity based on monarchy and the small scale community, but it can as well apply to other forms of government and large scale polity, since it treats not of the structural detailed state of mechanism, its organic nature. This is the important. Its organic nature, ethical content, and secular tone makes it a unique treatise on politics and administration. Thiruvalluvar 10 experts from Thirukural on administration. This is the Thiruvalluvar given vital role of public administration. Thank you for all, my dear learners. This session, I think it will be very useful for to you, because we are discussing various administrative thinkers, his concept, and how it is useful for human beings and society. I think it is very useful for helpful for preparing of your examination. Thank you.